Hey, why do you think modern-day NHL goaltenders have abandoned the poke check, if you will?
There's a few of the young kids are trying it. Hey, they're trying it. That's the main thing. They've got to work on it. It took me a long time to get it's all timing, and to know, and then it's exactly all timing. And you've got to work. You got to line up 5 pucks in front of the net, and you got to dive for it with your stick. And then later on, you got to get a guy to practice cutting in off the wing on you on both sides. And
goes back to that work ethic.
Oh yeah, you got a drill there to work on.
I think one Toronto Maple Leaf goaltender definitely picked up some of that, and I think that was Mike Palmateer. He was a similar kind of scrappy guy. Get out there and he'd rush if someone was breaking in and they had their head down, he'd rush out and out and take the puck from them, poke check them. He must have learned that from you, didn't he?
Well, he learned a little bit from me there. Mike was a gambler. He would go for the blue line in. I couldn't, because soon as I left my crease a little too far, I didn't know where I was. But Palmateer was more mobile than I was, I think, and of course a lot younger. And Mike
a pint-sized guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike was a good goaltender too. For a little guy, he'd move. Yeah, and he had a lot of fire in him too. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the guys like Mike.
I loved Mike Palmateer growing up, sir, and also go ahead.
Yeah, I had Jerry Cheever. Jerry Cheevers knows how to do that poke check a lot too. I taught him that one.
I love Jerry Cheevers too, man. He played with the Leafs for a very, very short stint.
One of the best masks in the history of the NHL.
One of the best masks in the NHL. Curtis Joseph, as another goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs, just recently retired. We've got his jersey up here on the wall right now. I don't know if you can see that.
I had him in my goalie school when I was 15 years old.
Wow.
I helped him a great deal, yeah. And then he didn't make the Junior A, but he made Junior B, eh? And from there he went to college.
He talked about that. He talked about that during his his retirement speech about playing down in the minors.
Yeah. I told him once when I was working with him there at my goalie school, I said, Cujo, if you don't learn how to stand up, you'll never be in the National Hockey League.
Right.
And I'm telling you, got to know.
Flopping like a fish,
scouts, They got scouts watching them and everything, and right. When Toronto drafted him, I said, "Oh no, I don't know what's going to happen, man." But when he came back to Toronto, you know, I said, "Congratulations, it's nice to see you, Cujo." And that he said, "Mr. Bauer," he said, "Do you remember the time you told me that I would never make the National Hockey League because I didn't know how to stand up?" I said, "Yeah, but I said I made a millionaire on you, though, didn't I?"
Where's my cut?
I'm still waiting for a paycheck.
Yeah, no,
that's good. Hey, Johnny, I'm quickly becoming the bully on the show here. I'm going to ask you another tough question. It's been debated in the last couple of weeks, obviously since the announcement of Joseph's retirement. Hall of Fame or no?
Who's that?
Do you think you should make the Hall of Fame?
You think he should be in the NHL Hall of Fame? Or
Who's that?
Curtis Joseph.
Oh, well, I think in time he will be. Yes, his record speaks for himself. I think Curtis Joseph, he's not, a lot means what he does off the ice, too, and he's done so much for charity, too. He's bought his own box, of course, they could afford it to do it, and brings kids in there that, that needed help or couldn't afford tickets and all this stuff. And he's a great guy, too. He's a very nice fella, and I got along really good with Curtis, and I'll congratulate him. I think he's going to make it. And it might take a little time, yes, but he's going to make it.
If I had a chance to vote, I would definitely vote Curtis Joseph into the Hall of Fame. And I know you do a lot of charity work as well. And everybody I've talked to about you or said that I've been talking with you and that you were going to come on a show and stuff, they all seem to have stories where they've met you somewhere and you've been just the nicest, most outstanding gentleman and a true ambassador to hockey and a real kind human being. And it's really definitely a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. And I hope we can get you back again, man. Is there anything else you'd like to ask Mr. Bauer about?
Well, you know what? Last thing I guess I'll say, and I do echo Lou's comments there for sure, and thank you for being the exception in that regard. But what do you think of today's equipment? Is it too big? I know they're going to implement some changes next year, but yeah.
Hey, if I had that equipment today, I'd still be playing, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, the Leafs could probably use you right now. Maybe.
I'm only kidding you. No, my eyesight was going. Punch used to say to me, "You're letting in those long shots from the blue line." I was okay, close in. And I said, "Well, I said, I was screened." And he says, "There's nobody in front of you." So, on these shots. So I couldn't get nothing over him there. But I thank you so much for your compliment. And I like doing things like that. And it's for a good cause, and there's a lot of people in this world that needs help, and any way I can do it. And my wife is so happy.
I guess in that regard, are there any charities that you're working with that you'd like to point out right now, Johnny?
Well, I'm doing a lot of them. If I pinpoint, I've done just about every charity you mentioned. Just about. A couple of years ago, I donated $10,000. I had a golf tournament. I donated $10,000 to the battered, which abused woman, I guess should say.
Yes.
I donated that money to them. And a lot of golf tournaments you go to, the money is being raised for certain charities, and that's the ones we tend to, and that's the ones we like to go to. And you name them, and the Arthritis Foundation, the Alzheimer's, and I go and visit homes now where the old timers are sitting there. They're on their last legs, I guess, and they just watch TV, and I like going there to see the old people and that. And it's not pleasant to see them in wheelchairs, but that's hoping and praying to God that I don't get in the wheelchair. I'll have to go quick and get it over with.
Yes, sure. Well, we hope you stick around a lot longer. And if there is a charity that comes up in the near future, you want to come back on the show and talk a little bit about that, man, we'd always be happy to have you. And if there's a golf tournament going on during the summer that is a charity event, I'd be more than happy to come play. I'm sure Mark would be more than happy to come play and donate some money, man. We're golfers, and I love getting out on the golf course.
Not good.
Well, can you? Yeah, well, not a good one. You'll have to beat. You'll have to beat 92.
Yeah, I can hang around. I stick in the golf course, I
hit the century mark.
I think the way you guys talk, I'd rather caddy for you. I think you guys are too good of golfers.
Thanks, sir. I'd rather be your caddy any day. I don't want to take up any more of your time, sir, but I really do appreciate you coming on the show, and I'll give you a shout in the next week or so, and thank you, or the next couple of days, and just thank you again. For coming on the show here, and we'll definitely be in touch, man. I'll be talking to you again. Hopefully you'll come and join us again.
Okay, I hope so too. Okay, thank you so much for phoning, and take care of you guys. I hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year's.
Excellent, sir. Thank you very kindly.
All the best. Good health.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay, guys.
Cheers.
Keep cheering for those Leafs.
Let's
Leafs.
go, Leafs. Go, Leafs. Go, baby.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that was the legendary, great Johnny Bauer with just excellent insight into the game and stuff. We're going to take a 2-minute break here. We're going to be right back on MorencySports.com. Get the Puck Out show, man. We got some legends on there today. Johnny Bauer joining us, man. What an outstanding gentleman. And, I just can't say enough about it.
If you're not blown away talking to a man like that, forget about it.
I'm blown away. I need a break for 2 minutes. We'll be right back here. Gabe Morency is going to be joining us at about 10 minutes to the hour. He's going to have some picks on his hockey tonight. We're going to try and roll off the picks that are going on tonight. We got a couple minutes. We'll be right back here on Get the Puck Out, man. Thanks for joining us.
Speaking of which, got a leash and a wish just to rock you, man. Make a militant move, beat my strategy. End of the day, you're not mad at me. Not dealing with nobody.